Thought I'd have a dry run setting the rooftop tent up and checking how this kitchen assembly is going to work, and we'll just have a quick run through. I've actually set it up, pegged the tent out. We can see that the ladder for a start is a bit of a problem with rooftop tents coming off the back, but I've solved that once again with one of these ubiquitous grunt straps, which will strap onto the bar inside, reinforcing bar inside the canopy. That's a temporary measure while I cook. There's the cooker, double cooker there. You can see that the fridge can come out, it can also slide back in. It's a two-way thing. I've got to do two clips here, just excuse me while I do this. And that goes back in and locks in position, so we have a work surface here. There's the two drawers. That's got my cooking gear in it there, and food already packed. Look at that. I had to rethink a number of different things. I was toying with whether to put another battery in. This is the battery that I normally use, and I can take the plug from, this is attached to the car. This is a double adapter that's the car and is always running. But when we get to a campsite, if we're going to be there for a few days, I'd rather not drain my dual battery system in the actual car itself, because this is a battery I've used and it's a quite reliable thing. So I can then remove this plug and plug the socket, or put the socket into here and have the fridge continually going. The drawback, of course, is that then I need to have my double 160 watt solar array, which is not really a problem. You can see that here that I've actually now, it's attached to the bottom of the on the drawer system, and they're all strapped down once again with grunt straps, so it's all pretty stable. I also installed a shelf unit. Now that's an overflow. If I take stuff out of the fridge freezer, I can put it in there. I have extra jerry cans in there, all tightened down. My high lift jack is at the back. Of course, if we have any problems, or I have any problems and I need to use that, well, I just have to take everything out and access the tools. There's not much more you can do with that. So that sits there. The access platform that I use to get the tent up and down sits on there, together with my trusty seat, which folds flat, and that'll all go in there and that gets strapped down. Also, one of the biggest problems, of course, is I like to take a portable toilet with me. This is the Thunder Down Under portable toilet, and unfortunately I can't actually fit it in the back of the ute canopy, because it's this diameter here is quite large. I did toy with putting it up there, and that's probably the logical place for it, and it may end up there, but temporarily I've decided that I will just strap it down inside here. It's empty, of course, and also my stretcher tent, I've decided just to leave it sitting on the back seat, because if I do get somewhere fairly late in the afternoon or an evening, I need to access that pretty quickly, and it's very easy just to open a door and slide that thing out and it goes up in a couple of minutes. So that's another little rearrangement. I also plan to take a 20 litre can of water. This is sort of a new thinking on my behalf, where I've decided, I saw this on YouTube, thanks to, I can't remember the young fella, he's a WA bloke, and he showed us, said you can fit these things up, and I've put a hose thing, so I will have actually 20 litres of water and a tap, which I think will be handy, because if I utilise that platform round there, say for washing my dishes, that can actually come up another few inches, and I'll actually have water available to do some dishes, and that's aluminium, so it's pretty easy to clean. and then I'll also, this one's empty, but I will continue or carry with me another at least 2 of these things, because you need water when you get out back. Of course, it's always, I think it's always wise to have a dry run to see how things are going to go. It's nothing worse than getting out on the road and then finding, oh God, I wish I'd have done this, or I wish I'd have done that. So I'm constantly doing this, and as I say, oh, now I see I've belted my head against this ladder, so there's a warning for me. But I'm going to pack it up now, and to me, there's no time on this sort of thing. You just do it at your leisure. No sense in rushing this, otherwise what's the point? So I will set this on a tripod and we'll put the whole thing away. So if I imagine that I'm breaking camp, I've cooked my meal, well, I've had breakfast, click those up, that's on there, the sign says this way up, and I just slide that back in under those grunt straps, theoretically. That goes on there, and then I can wrap them down when I'm finished the packing. This, of course, comes off. That little bit hooks in, so that goes there to hold that down in position. So that's in there. Oh, sorry, trying to get to the leg. See, practice makes perfect. Up in there, that's one of the little legs. They're all in, and both of those locked in position. Yep, they can just sit. They'll bounce around a little bit, but I really don't care about that much. I'll find a place for them when the time comes. So now, of course, I can bring the ladder back down, which, because the ladder acts as a support to the base of the tent. That'll come down, unclick these, and we go out for that there, and one more. There, we're locked. Now I can access the tent. So we'll go up and have a quick look. Okay, so here we are. I'm airing it out at the moment. There's no bedding in it, so I might take this opportunity to put some sheets in and some bedding, and then I'll fold the tent back up again, as it's nice and dry at the moment. And there basically we have a pack up. obviously that's one of the reasons why I do this, because I in breaking this tent down, I forgot to take the horizontal bar away, and it created a little bit of a problem, but not much. But then that's what the practice is for. So now I'm waiting for the weather up north to for the rains to stop and the floodwaters to go down, and then I can take off. Probably around about the 20th of April, I believe, I shall start going up towards the Gibb River Road.